Autolite and its 96,000 dealers bring you Mr. Herbert Marshall in tonight's presentation of
Suspense. Tonight, Autolite presents a spy story, the true story of that series of events known as the 39 Steps, starring Mr. Herbert Marshall.
Oh, Harlow.
Yes, Hap?
What was that all about?
Well, I was just demonstrating the Autolite electrical system, Hap.
You were?
Sure, it goes to work every time you start your car, sound the horn, play the radio, or turn on your lights or heater.
The electrical system does all that?
Sure, Hap. The Autolite coil, distributor, generator, and all the other units and thousands of component parts. They're all related by Autolite engineering design and manufacturing skill and used as original factory equipment on many leading makes of our finest cars. So, friends, when your Autolite-equipped car needs replacement parts, insist on Autolite original factory parts. Be sure, because from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, with the 39 Steps and the performance of Mr. Herbert Marshall, Autolite hopes once again to keep you in suspense.
Of course, I realize these are trying times and all that. You have your worries about foreign spies and atomic secrets and the usual international rows. But don't get the wind up. You'll muddle through somehow, take my word for it. And I know whereof I speak. We had our troubles, too, in our day, you know. Jolly serious they seemed at the time, I can tell you. For instance, did you ever hear of the 39 Steps? It was in the spring of 1914. I'd spent the last 10 years on the African veldt in the Bulawayo country. Made a modest little pile and come back home to enjoy it. The only difficulty was I didn't enjoy it. There was something wrong about England and about London for me. And then I realized what it was. It was dull. I had nothing to do, and I was plain, simply bored. That is, I was until that memorable evening when I returned to my flat near Portland Place. It was the first floor front, and I was in the hall, fitting my key in the lock, when a little man with a bowler hat stepped out of the shadows from beyond the door to the next flat back. I saw that he was frightened. He was carrying it off well enough, but he was frightened, as I had seen men frightened before. Frightened of his very life.
You're Mr. Richard Hanai, aren't you?
Yes, that's right.
Can I speak to you a minute?
What about?
Inside, if you don't mind.
Oh, very well, if you wish. Come in.
Thanks a lot. That door locked?
No, but
I'll do it myself, if it's all the same to you. I know you must think I've got a lot of nerve, but there are times when a man just can't be too careful.
No, I suppose there are. Well, won't you come in by the fire?
Thanks. I had a hunch you were the kind of guy I could trust.
Whiskey and soda?
Yes, I could sure use one. I guess you're wondering who I am.
American, aren't you?
That's right. Scudder is the name, Frank P. Scudder. I have the apartment right over yours. I've had an eye on you ever since my troubles began.
Really? Here's your drink. Good Lord, man, don't drop it.
Yes, I'm a little shaky. You see, if you'd come along about 5 minutes later, I'd probably be a dead man.
I say. Well, cheerio.
Here's to you.
Now, old chap, what's on your mind?
Did you ever hear of a Greek politician named Karolides?
No, I can't say that I have. Got it in for you, has he?
He hasn't got it in for me. They've got it in for both of us, Karolides and me.
They? Who's they?
The Schwarzerstein, the Black Stone.
Schwarzerstein. Black Stone. Sounds like some sort of German sporting society.
Well, you're not far off at that. But it's not the kind of sport you're thinking about. Their sport, Mr. Hanai, is war.
Sounds serious.
It is serious. It's deadly serious. But let me start from the beginning. I guess you know that all the countries over here have their spies, including your own.
One hears of that sort of thing, naturally.
Well, it's true. I'm with your people. The only trouble is I've gotten in a little deeper than I figured on.
Sounds like interesting work.
Well, it is if you can stay alive. And right now, that's my big problem. Because tomorrow morning it will be announced that this Karolides has been appointed Prime Minister of Greece, and that he's going to pay an official visit to England. He'll arrive on the 3rd. On the 4th, he'll be assassinated. I'm the only man in the world who can prevent it, and they know that.
By they, you mean the German chaps?
Yes, that's right. And that's why they're after me.
Well, if you want my advice, I'd say there's nothing to it. Simply go to the authorities.
No good, no good. They'd find out about it, and then they just change their plans.
You know your business, I suppose. Still, I hardly see how the murder of an obscure Balkan politician can very well involve anyone in war.
That will only be the incident. There's something else, something I can't tell you about yet. I'm not even sure about it myself, but believe me, Mr. Hanai, unless I am alive until the 5th, your country will be at war. This is all pretty hard for you to swallow, isn't it?
Well, you must admit it's rather a tall tale.
Now, let me show you something. Come over here by the window for a minute. Now, pull the blinds. Very carefully. Tell me what you see.
A couple of chaps loafing in a doorway.
Doesn't it strike you as pretty late for people to be loafing in doorways?
Waiting for someone, I suppose.
That's right. They're waiting for me.
Oh, I see.
I'll even describe them to you. One is short, heavy-set, dark. The other is tall, young, blonde. Am I right?
Yes, by Jove, you are.
They are the Black Stone, Mr. Hanai. And there's another one who isn't even with them. The head man. He's older than either of these two. Chubby, thick glasses like a professor. One of his eyes looks milky, like he was getting a cataract, and he's completely bald. If you ever run across him, Mr. Hanai, watch out.
I don't intend to run across him.
Can I stay here in your place for a few days? Lie low until I can get my plans figured out again? Just a few days, that's all I ask.
Well, I can't very well turn you out in the street at this time of night after what you've told me, can I? Come along, I have an extra room, fortunately. Nothing posh, but comfortable enough.
Thank you, thank you.
There you are. Suit you?
Oh, it looks like heaven to me.
Righto. Ready to turn in, then, are you?
Yes. Listen, I'm very sorry to trouble you.
That's quite all right. You don't mind if I lock the door, do you? From my side.
You still think maybe I'm crazy, huh? Maybe those two guys outside are my keepers.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Now, go ahead, lock the door. In fact, it'll make me feel better.
Right you are.
And Mr. Hanai.
Yeah?
I'll be grateful to you until the day I die.
It was a queer sort of yarn. I didn't quite know what to make of it. As a matter of fact, I was more than half inclined to think the poor fellow was a bit balmy. But I wasn't so sure after I'd got my London Times at the front door next morning and had a look at the foreign page. Because there was a story about this Greek chap, Karolides, just as he told me. New Prime Minister planning a trip to England and all the rest. I went to Scudder's door and knocked. There was no answer, so I ventured to unlock the door and poke my head in. The shade was flapping at a wide-open window, which was natural enough. Americans are fiends for fresh air. But there was something else that was not at all natural. For Scudder lay sprawled on his side across the bed, his face white as a sheet, his mouth working as he tried to speak to me.
And I... The steps.
Scudder, what's the matter?
Find the steps. Low tide. The 5th. The 39 steps.
And then he rolled over on his face, quite dead. And I saw the knife. It was buried in his back to the hilt. When I got myself in hand, I began to think. It wasn't very pleasant thinking. Here I had hold of some sort of information that a man had just been killed for. And if I went to the police, the odds were good they'd hang me for his murder. Got to make a run for it, I thought, until I can think things through. Head for open country. Scotland would be best. And then I thought of something else. I crossed the room and looked carefully out the window to the street below. There they were, sure enough, the same two lads. Not waiting for Scudder now. Waiting for me. Suddenly, Scotland seemed a very long way off. And all at once, I heard the sound that was my inspiration, the milkman rattling his cans on the stairs outside my flat. I ran to the door and opened it. I say, my good man.
Hi, morning, Governor. What's up?
I'd like to have a word with you.
What about? I'm late enough as it is.
About making a sovereign for yourself. Step inside, will you?
Oh, well, I'm not one to turn down good coin of the realm. What's the game?
I want the loan of your cap and jacket and your milk cans for just 5 minutes. It's for a bet.
Well, I don't know. I'll tell you what, if you could make it 2 quid...
Done. Here you are.
Righto, I'll never say I'm the man to spoil a bit of sport.
Thanks. Now, all you have to do is to stay here until I get back.
Right you are. Governor, pull the cap down a bit more. There you are. As proper a milkman as ever I see.
Fine, now give me the cans.
Right.
And just wait here, understand?
Right. Only 5 minutes now.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
And mind you don't jostle that milk about.
Oh, stop worrying and shut up.
Well, all right, there's no need to get shirty.
I opened the door and stepped out briskly onto the street. The two lads across the way looked at me sharply. But I kept on until I'd rounded the corner. was only then I heard them coming after me. I tossed the milk cans over a wall and began to run. And I ran as I've never run before or since. I had caught the Northern Express from St. Pancras Station by a matter of inches. And for the moment I felt safe. I had a third-class compartment to myself, except for an old codger who dozed most of the time. And during the rest of this sleepless night, I tried to get my thoughts together and hit upon some plan of action. As it happened, the matter was taken quite out of my hands. For at Newcastle, my traveling companion had bought a morning paper.
See here in the paper that our Foreign Office is meeting with the French, making an agreement in case of war.
Really?
Mapping out a plan of mutual defense, disposition of our fleet, all that sort of thing.
Very wise, I should say.
Huh. Here's a jolly bit. Another murder.
Murder?
Some fellow named Hanai did in another chap with a knife.
Have they found him?
Not yet. The Portland Place murderer, they call him. Give you a description. Tall, fair, about 30, small moustache. Silly business. It could be most anybody. It could be you, for that matter. You answer fairly well to that.
Yes, I suppose I do.
Thought to be traveling north, it says. You see, that could be you, too. Police must be stupid fellows to think that they can nab him with that sort of flimsy stuff.
Yes. Police notoriously stupid, of course.
Hello. Wonder what they're stopping for.
Or let a train go by, a goods train, possibly.
Schedule's all hashed up lately. Don't run things the way they used to. I say, guard.
Yes, sir?
Step in here a moment, will you? What's the delay?
A local constabulary getting on, sir. Looking for the murderer.
The Portland Place fellow?
That's right. They've got a tip he's on this train.
Have they really? Well, I said, what a lark.
Well, I think I'll step down for a bit of air.
He can't leave the train now, sir.
Why not?
Police order, sir.
Sorry.
Here, hold on.
Take your hands off me.
Here, help me. Hold him.
Help the murderer! Oh! The Portland Place murderer!
When I topped the rise of the moor, I saw they had men fanning out in every direction. It would soon have me hopelessly surrounded. There was only one chance. A country house a few hundred yards away. Nothing for it but to throw myself on the mercy of the owner.
Yes?
Sorry to bother you, but I'm in a bit of trouble. Could I come in?
Well, I'm just leaving, going out for a walk. Are those police after you?
Yes, I was on the London train. They stopped it down there. I'm suspected of something I can assure you I didn't do.
London train. Come in quickly.
Thank you.
They're coming up to the door. Just nip into this wardrobe closet until they're gone.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Just close the door after you. You'll be all right there for a bit.
Sorry to intrude, Professor, but we're looking for a fugitive from justice. You haven't seen any strange men about, have you?
Oh, I can't say that I have.
Don't like to be alarming, sir, but the man's a murderer in East Angeles.
Sure you'll find no murderers here. You're welcome to search the ground.
Very good, sir.
You may come out now.
Oh, thank you. I must say you did that beautifully, and I can't tell you how grateful I am.
And I'm grateful to you, Mr. Hanai.
You know who I am?
Indeed I do. And I would have turned you away if you hadn't been so persistent. Astute of me not to guess immediately, but in my wildest dreams, I wouldn't have hoped to catch you on my own doorstep.
Catch me? Who are you?
You don't know? I suppose that's because in your wildest nightmares, you wouldn't dream of walking right into my house. Or maybe it's this hat I'm wearing and the light's not too bright. One moment. There now, Mr. Hanai. Can you guess?
I'd never seen him before, but Scudder had described him to a T. The head man of the Black Stone, chubby, thick glasses like a professor, completely bald. One of his eyes, milky. And I remembered Scudder saying, if we weren't If you run across him, Mr. Hannay, watch out. Well, here I'd run across him sure enough. And while I was gathering my wits, I sensed something. There was someone behind me. I moved, but not in time. Something came down with a sickening crash on the back of my head, and I felt myself falling through black and bottomless infinity.
Autolite is bringing you Mr. Herbert Marshall in The 39 Steps, tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Well, Hap, how's the team?
Oh, you mean our basketball team, Harlow?
No. I mean the Autolite team in your Autolite-equipped car. That team of Autolite electrical system units, including the coil, distributor, generator, starting motor, and all their thousands of component parts. Why, they're all related by Autolite engineering design and manufacturing skill to give your car the smoothest performance money can buy.
That Autolite electrical system does a big job, eh, Harlow?
You said it, Hap, and it's vitally important to the smooth and efficient operation of your Autolite-equipped car.
Then I'm off to treat my car to a checkup at an Autolite service station.
Right, Hap. And friends, visit your car dealer or nearest authorized Autolite service station. You'll find the authorized Autolite service station nearest you listed in the classified section of your telephone directory. Or call Western Union by number and ask for Operator 25. And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Herbert Marshall in Elliot Lewis's production of The 39 Steps, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I came to my senses with a raging headache and found that I was locked in a sort of storage room with a heavy bolted door and barred windows. Climbing to the window, I saw that it was nearly dusk and that there was a powerful touring car sitting in the drive. I surmised that they were only waiting for dark to dispose of me permanently. But while I was taking mournful stock of my seemingly hopeless surroundings, I heard something that made my heart leap. Someone at the door. I hit him on the back of the neck as hard as I could. Seconds later, I was at the wheel of the touring car and speeding out into open country. I drove. All night I drove on the white roads that ribbon the moor, circling, doubling, climbing. At dawn, I drove off the road into a narrow vale among tall fir trees, and I stayed there, hidden among the trees, till nearly dusk. I drove all the next night until I reached a fishing village called Ruff. There I came to a kind of pass where the chimney of a solitary house sent up a plume of smoke. In the distance, the sea. The road swung over a bridge, and leaning on the parapet was a young man. I drew up beside him. Good evening. Is that place an inn?
At your service, sir. I'm the landlord.
You are the young to be an innkeeper?
Well, it wasn't my choice of a profession. You see, I wanted to write books.
Well, an innkeeper should make a good storyteller.
Aye, maybe in the old days when you had pilgrims and ballad singers and highwaymen.
But there's even more adventure out on these roads today, if you have eyes to see it. Maybe you're rubbing shoulders with it right now.
You think so?
Put me up for the night. Give me a hot supper, and I'll tell you a true tale. And a month from now, you can make it into a novel. Well, I pitched him a lovely yarn. I altered details, but I put in some of the truth. Told him I was a mining magnate from Kimberley who had crossed a gang of cutthroats. I told him they'd chased me across the ocean, killed my best friend in Portland Place, and now they were on my tracks. And on top of that, the police thought I had done the killing. He believed every word. He was young, but he was the man I needed. He told me I could stay as long as I liked, and nobody would know. And the only pay he wanted was more stories about my adventures. So, 2 present days went by. I stayed in my room, ate in my room, and I began to breathe easier. No sign of the Black Stone, and no more alarming news in the papers about the Portland Place murder. Then one night...
23 pages of newsprint and not a story in all of it.
Oh?
Politics is all. Assassins. Shot some Greek chap in London, Carolides.
Carolides? Just as Scudder said.
You know him?
Oh, no, I've heard about him.
And look here, defense packs. Meetings between us and the French. Just gives those silly Frenchmen an excuse for a trip. Did you see their picture in the London paper I brought back this afternoon?
I didn't notice it, no.
Oh, I have it over here on the desk. With a picture of them going into the final meeting. I never saw such an idiotic-looking crew in my life. Here. That one with his little mustache, looking like he smells something bad. And that young slim one there, rolling his eyes for the ladies, I'll bet. And look at that chubby chap with the thick glasses. He looks blind in one eye. What? Whatever's the matter, sir? You look like you just caught sight of Beelzebub.
I had. I'd seen Satan himself. The head man of the German Black Stone was looking placidly out at me from that newspaper picture. He'd been there with the French delegation. He'd attended those secret meetings. And now the plans for the defense of England and France, for the disposition of the British fleet, were in his hands, on their way to Germany. That was what Scudder hadn't been able to tell me. But he'd said something just before he died. Low tide, the 5th. Did he mean they were sailing at low tide on the 5th? But from what point? Sailing in what? I excused myself and went into the bar of the inn. It was crowded with fishermen playing darts, drinking, arguing about the day's catch.
Here you are, sir. A pint of half and half.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, here, give me another drink.
Are you not taking a wee bit too much there, Ralph?
Oh, had a rotten day. Rotten luck. 8 blessed hours. I was anchored off the 39 steps. Didn't haul in more than 2 dozen for the whole
39 steps. 39 steps. That was what Scudder said. The steps at low tide. Bartender.
Aye, sir. I'll fill it up again.
If you don't mind. Thought I'd do some fishing tomorrow. How do I get to 39 steps?
Oh, you'll find a sort of a track out over the headland. That takes you there.
Uh-huh. Are there really 39 of them?
Well, you know, sir, I've never counted them. I've been down them 2 or 3 times, too, going to the cave. Just have a look around, you can. Oh, that cave gives me the creeps. Here, sir, where are you going? You owe me 3 and 5.
Oh, sorry.
What's your big hurry, my boy?
Sorry, officer.
Haven't seen you around Rook before. Here, let me take a look.
No, some other time.
Hey, you look a lot like that fella they're after. Portland Place murder, they call him. You just come along with me. Wait! You won't get away! The murderer! It's the murderer!
He was older and heavier than I, so I outdistanced him easily enough. But it was only a question of time. I had to work fast. Find the steps. Find where they led. I ran all the way to the edge of the headland, overlooking the sea. The sky was overcast, and it was dark as my pocket. I stumbled along, barking my shins on rock and scratching my face and hands at the gorse. Then I found them. Narrow steps carved in the face of the cliff, leading down. I felt my way along the rock wall, going down step by step. They led into the cliff itself. I counted them as I went. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. The steps ended on what seemed to be a wide shelf of rock. I strained my eyes in the blackness of the cave and gradually made out the dull sheen of water. Below me was an underground lake that seemed to rise and fall with the movement of the sea. I was too intent on seeing if there was a boat of any kind in that strange underground harbor, so I didn't hear footsteps behind me until I was pinned in the beam of a torchlight.
Mr. Thanai.
Who?
What have you found? I heard the excitement. They're looking for you. I brought you a gun.
Tell me, can boats sail into this lake?
Boats? Aye, a rowboat, maybe. The water's deep, but there's no headroom.
It's nearly low tide now, isn't it?
Almost to the minute.
Submarine! A submarine doesn't need headroom. Give me your light. Now, look. Isn't that an underground stream coming in from the left?
What's that?
Something coming down the stream.
A dory. 3 men in it.
There they are. Spies, give it a gun. Now run and get help. Quickly.
Right you are, sir.
Who's there? Who is that?
I have a gun this time, Professor.
Mr. Hanaud, quickly, row, keep rowing.
Surrender, Professor, or I shoot. Seven weeks later, as all the world knows, we were at war. The German had been so certain of success that his plans were by then too far in motion to be halted. For myself, I served as an officer of infantry throughout the show. But I like to think I did my best bit before ever I went into uniform.
Suspense. Presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Mr. Herbert Marshall.
This is Harlow Wilcox speaking for Autolite, world's largest independent manufacturer of automotive electrical equipment. Autolite is proud to serve the greatest names in the industry. That's why during the early months of '52, the Autolite family will join in saluting the leading car manufacturers who install Autolite products as original equipment. Our Autolite family is made up of the nearly 30,000 men and women in 28 great Autolite plants from coast to coast and in still other Autolite plants in many foreign countries. Our family also includes more than 18,000 people who have invested a portion of their savings in Autolite, as well as 96,000 Autolite distributors and dealers in the United States and thousands more in Canada and throughout the world. Our Autolite family will salute Crosley Motors on the next Autolite Suspense television program. If you live in a television area, check the day and time of Suspense on television so that you'll be sure to see this program. And remember, be with us next week for another thrilling Autolite Suspense program on radio.
Next week on Suspense, our star will be Mr. Joseph Cotton in a story about three people adrift in mid-Atlantic, each wanting the other dead. A tale we call A Watery Grave. In weeks to come, we shall also present Frank Lovejoy and Robert Young, all on Suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by Elliott Lewis, with music composed by Lucian Morowick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The 39 Steps was adapted for Suspense by Sylvia Richards from the book by John Buchan. Featured in the cast were Tudor Owen, Joseph Kearns, Ben Wright, William John Stone, Charles Davis, Byron Kane, and Raymond Lawrence.
Herbert Marshall may be heard each week in his own radio program, The Man Called X. This is the CBS Radio Network.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
The radio actor is a very special kind of thespian. He has no assistance in creating illusion. He cannot call upon the magic of makeup nor the protective coloring of costume. He has only his voice and your ears. Yet this is enough for the superb radio artist, and such a one we present tonight.
See How He Runs, starring Mr. Jim Backus. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Late evening paper. Read all about it.
Hey, Poppy.
Evening paper.
Dime.
Hi, Mr. Parker.
Hey, that's a half rock. You got 40 cents change coming.
Poppy, I'll bet you can hear the difference between a 10 and a $20 bill hitting the ground.
To run a newsstand this town, you have to. People just as soon cheat me as anybody else. Being blind don't make me an exception. Here you are, Mr. Barker. That's a 40 cents change.
Keep it.
No, I can't do that.
Go on, keep it.
Maybe I could put it on a number for you, Mr. Barker.
You know me, Poppy. Never play the numbers. My sainted mother used to say to me, Ed, you're going to break the law, never play for pennies. Make it pay. See you tomorrow night.
Mr. Barker?
Yeah.
You left your umbrella, Mr. Barker.
What?
Here's your umbrella, Mr. Barker.
What are you talking about? You know I never carry an umbrella.
Here you are, Mr. Barker.
Now, wait a minute.
Mr. Barker? You all right, Mr. Barker? Who's that? Answer me. Who's there? Hey, you. You with the tops on your shoes. Come back here. You got the wrong idea. Come back here. Come back.
Give us some names.
You can be a big help to us, Poppy.
Boy. Poppy's been blind since he was 14. How am I supposed to tell you who rubs out Big Ed Barker when I can't see them? Think you're nice young fellas. Let a poor old man go home and get his rest.
All right, Poppy, knock it off.
This isn't a couple of houseflies you're trying to set up for a touch. We got your record laying right here on the desk in front of us.
1938, arrested and convicted for petty theft.
1943, arrested and convicted for an attempt to defraud. That was the year you posed as a blinded war veteran.
1949, arrested and...
All right. So I got a record. You want to hang me on it? I served my time. Ain't you guys happy? That's one thing about you cops. A guy tries to go straight, you don't care, but let him make one little mistake and you hound him until the day he dies.
Don't try to paint any pretty pictures for me, Poppy. I know you. People call you the only man born without a conscience. Is that right?
What's the price for fingering a man as big as Barker, Poppy?
Who contacted you, Poppy? Give us a name.
Now, what is all this? All of a sudden, the poor newsie's in charge of who gets rubbed out on his corner. You're the police department. This is your town. You're in charge. It's getting so an honest man's afraid to walk the streets anymore.
Cut it out.
Look, Poppy, Barker was the second syndicate boy to get knocked off in the last month. That means new talent is trying to move in. Carl and I have to know who, Poppy. We have to have names to fit faces. You can help.
Well, now, if I knew, I'd tell you. Ed Barker was my friend.
Don't make me laugh. You'd set up your mother for a price. What did you get for Barker?
Somebody contacted you, Poppy. Who?
Come on. You ain't deaf and dumb, too. Give some names, Poppy, some names.
Now, you look, cop. This ain't Joe Citizen you're trying to punch in the back. This is Poppy. I've been in this crummy police station before, and I know my way around. You try to hang anything on me, I'll have my lawyer slap a false arrest on you so fast it'll make your head swim, because you and I both know you don't have enough evidence to make it stick. You ain't going to charge me. I'm going to go home.
Now, you listen to me, you small-time louse. You don't give orders to me in my police station. You take them. For your information, we shook down that little rat hole you call a newsstand and found a fistful of number slips.
That stand was clean.
You only thought it was
you
clean.
Lousy fink. You planted him
That's
there.
your story.
No.
Find him a policeman dead. He'll testify in court.
That stand was clean.
Why? Were you expecting the place to be crawling with cops before the night was over?
I don't touch your numbers. Not since the last time I got busted. I learned my lesson. That's why you send me to jail, ain't it? To learn a lesson?
Well,
yeah.
Come here a minute.
Okay, Poppy. You can go home now.
What is this?
Take a good look at our little friend here, Al. This is probably the last time we'll see him alive.
What are you talking about?
Word just came over the phone, Poppy. Somebody must have seen you finger Barker. People on the streets say that the syndicates passed a death sentence, and they passed it on you.
No, that's a lie.
Okay, it's a lie.
You guys made it up.
If we made it up, what are your hands shaking for?
It's a straight scoop, Poppy. If you go back out on the street now, you're dead. On the other hand, if you turn state's evidence, we can place you in protective custody.
Yeah, and send me up the river when you're through with me.
That's better than being dead.
Well, is it?
Okay, Poppy, that's all. Get out of here.
I mean, ain't you got no more questions?
Not me.
Ain't you gonna hold me for your numbers?
Poppy, you could throw rocks at City Hall right in front of me and I wouldn't touch you. You're going right back where you wanted to be all along, back on the streets. In a couple of days, you'll be out of my hair forever. Well, what are you waiting for?
Ain't nobody gonna take me home?
You know the way.
Well, at least lead me to the front door. I can't find it by myself.
You know your way around this crummy station. You said so yourself. So find the door yourself.
Poppy, you in there? Answer me.
You go away.
Telephone for you.
Well, tell him I'm not home. Tell him I don't live here anymore.
All right, suit yourself.
No, wait. I'll answer it. Maybe the cops change their mind. I'll answer it. I'll answer it.
Now it's all the same to me. Now just turn off this light. You don't need it anyway. I keep forgetting that. I have to save every penny I can.
Well, turn it off. Just leave me alone. Hello?
Is that you, Poppy?
Yes? Who is it?
You didn't show at your newsstand all day today.
Who is this?
Tonight, Poppy.
Who are you?
You get yours tonight.
Who is this? Hello, who is this? Hello? It wasn't a lie. Oh, I'm marked. Call to find out where I am. You'll be here in a minute. I gotta get out of here. Could have called because... Bobby. Is that you, Bobby?
Poppy?
Yeah. You come here a minute, boy.
Why are you hiding there by the phone?
You come here, Bobby boy. I want you to do me a favor.
What?
Come here, and I'll tell you.
Tell me here, why don't you?
Oh, here's a whole quarter for you. I want you to run to the store.
Can I keep the quarter?
Yes. Bless your little heart. All for yourself. You come here so blind old Poppy can put it in your hand, son. Here, give me your hand.
Oh, my arm!
Shut up. Or I'll kill you. Feel that? That's a switchblade knife, and one more peep out of you, and I'll cut your little head off with it. No, you listen to me. Just do as I say, and you won't get hurt. One word, or you try anything funny, and I'll cut you little pieces. You understand, Bobby?
Yes.
You know where that old Morton warehouse is down by the river?
Yes.
Oh, we're going there.
Why?
Never mind why. You just come with me.
You hurt my arm.
I'll hurt you a lot more than that if you don't do as I say. There's a car in the street beside us, moving very slowly. Who's in it?
2 men.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
Answer me.
I don't know. I'm looking for house numbers, I guess.
You're driving away now, aren't they?
Yes. Let me go home, Poppy, please. You don't need me. You walk around all the time by yourself.
Shut up.
Oh, please, Poppy.
Quiet, don't stop crying now. I'll kill you right here on the street, I swear. Now, look, Bobby. I don't want to hurt you. I need you to help me. There's some bad guys after me, Bobby, and they'll kill me if they catch me. I can get around town all right because I use my ears and I memorize things, but I still can't see. Those 2 men in that car could have had a gun on me and I'd never have known it. That's why I need you, Bobby. I need your eyes to see with.
Are they like the bad guys on television?
Yeah, that's right.
Have you got a gun in the warehouse?
No, Bobby, but I can hide there. I own that warehouse, Bobby. Lots of people think I'm just a poor old blind man, but I've got lots of property in this town. More than people who drive big cars. I save my money, Bobby. That's the difference.
Why are the bad guys after you?
Because I'm a good guy. And if they don't get us on the way, we'll be safe. And I need you to see who's behind us and things like that. Okay?
Okay.
Listen. There's someone walking behind us with taps on his shoes. What does he look like?
Oh, he's not a bad guy.
What does he look like?
He's just one of the big kids with a black leather jacket.
That's the idea, Bobby. You keep your eyes open and we'll make it. Okay. We're getting there. The warehouse is at the end of the block. Can you see anybody hanging around down there?
No.
Well, look careful, boy.
I am. It's too dark. Just the streetlights are on. I don't see anybody there.
Good, Bobby. We'll make it. Listen.
What?
Two men are walking behind us. What do they look like?
Oh, they're so far back it's hard to see. And now they're under the streetlight.
What do they look like?
Oh, they look like bad guys.
Yeah, we'll walk faster, and you tell me if they walk faster. They're walking faster, aren't they?
Yes.
We gotta hurry.
My arm hurts.
You keep up with me.
I can't.
The warehouse is just a few more steps.
I want to go home.
Oh, now here's the door. You stand still while I get the key in the lock. Hey, Papa!
I want to go home.
You come back here! You double-crosser, you! Hey, Papa! We want to talk to you. Drop dead punks. We're in my territory now.
I'll blast it.
Go ahead and blast it. You'll never find me in the back here in this empty crate.
We know you're in here, Poppy.
Yeah, try and find me.
Get those lights. I tried. They don't turn on. There ain't any electricity.
Poppy?
Gee, Beanie, you can't see your hand in front of your face.
We got him trapped in here. We'll search till we find him. You go along that wall.
Gee, Beanie, this place gives me the creeps.
What's the matter? You scared of a blind old man?
No, I just can't see.
You got any matches?
Yeah.
Light them. Go ahead. Go ahead for all the good it'll do you. What's that? A rat. A big furry rat. Oh, God. Let it run over me again. I can't stand them.
I heard him. He's moving around.
Over there. Hold it until you see him. Listen. He's over there someplace. Strike another match.
He's gone.
Now listen. You can still hear him moving around.
Look, halfway up that ladder.
Light another match.
I ain't got no more.
Come on, move to where we see that ladder. We can get him easy now we know where he is.
He was climbing to that catwalk up there.
We'll nail him up there. He's got no place else to go. Bobby! You might as well give up. You're a dead man.
He's opening the door up there.
Yeah, let's go out the roof.
Shoot! Go on, shoot!
He never tried to kill a fox in his own hole. By the time you dumb punks figure out how to get me out, I'll be over on the roof of the building next door and down through that condemned tenement and out the back way. Parapet between the two should be right about here. Yes, that's right. That's funny. I can't feel anything on the other side of the parapet. Did I get turned around? No, it should be right here. You feel it on the edge and here someplace now. What was that? Somebody's up here. I hear you. Who are you? Answer me. No, stay away. Look. I'll pay you. Give me a chance. I got money, and I'll pay you. Tell me what they paid you.
But we never laid a hand on him.
You mean to stand in front of Poppy's poor mangled body and tell me I caught you guys down here taking the air?
Yeah, something like that.
Now, look, you
Hey,
little...
Carl.
Yeah?
Come here.
What is it?
Looks like they're leveling. They couldn't have pushed him off. The only way onto that roof is the door from the catwalk. Poppy had barred it from his side. He was all alone up there.
You ain't trying to tell me he jumped. Poppy wasn't the type.
I don't know. Either that or he ran for the edge not knowing that they tore down the old tenement next door. Because there wasn't anything else up there but him and an empty tin can blowing around in the wind.
Suspense, in which Jim Backus starred in William N. Robeson's production of See How He Runs, written by George Bamber. Supporting Jim Backus in See How He Runs were Gail Bonney, Norm Alden, Lou Krugman, Barney Phillips, Dick Beals, and Sam Pierce. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Suspense. This is the Man in Black, here again to introduce Columbia's program, Suspense. With us in Hollywood tonight as star is Mr. Gene Lockhart, whose remarkable characterizations on the screen have won him a notable following with American audiences. It is with rueful satisfaction, but with satisfaction nonetheless, that the genial Mr. Lockhart contemplates his reputation. Because of his cinematic misdoings, his numberless treacheries, betrayals, and cowardly villainies, he is one of the most hated men in the country today. Our story this evening by John Shaw is called Statement of Employee Henry Wilson. And so with the performance of Gene Lockhart, as he relates and relives the events of the climactic moment in Henry Wilson's life, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
I was aware that I was trembling. I tried walking slowly back and forth in front of the desk, but even in motion, my knees felt weak and my whole body shook. Why was it always I who trembled, and never this pompous insect sitting in front of me? His voice was cool and mocking. His voice was clear and hard.
Well, I sympathize with you, of course, Wilson. But the error must be brought to Mr. Larkin's attention. There is quite a big mistake there. Quite a costly mistake. Mr. Larkin must know.
He wouldn't cover it up. I knew that. 2 years ago, this man had come with the firm. For 8 years before that, I had worked there, enjoying the work, liking the people. And then he had come there. Have you ever stood quietly by and watched someone rob your house and steal your pocketbook? I was helpless. He was ambitious. He was clever. He was fluent. And as of tonight, I was his subordinate. 2 years against 10 years. Around the office, I had a reputation of being casual and carefree. But I hated this man. Every inch of me hated this man. And it was not a new hatred.
Of course, there is no question of your honesty.
His voice was patronizing. The patient teacher and the unruly pupil. I hated him. He smiled up at me and waved his hand in dismissal. He almost brushed a small iron vase off the top of the desk with the gesture. I had seen that vase so often, but I had never seen it out of the eyes that I was looking at it with now.
Good night, Wilson.
Good night, I said. Good night, clever boy. I walked out into the corridor and rang for the elevator.
Terrible night, ain't it, Mr. Wilson?
I heard the boy talking, like he was yelling at me from some distant mountain. He was talking and I was answering, but what either one of us was saying I didn't know. I was thinking of something else. I looked at my watch as I stepped out of the car. It was 11:30 already. I mentioned it.
You've had a long day today, Mr. Wilson.
Those were the first words of the boy that I heard clearly, very clearly. Yes, I told him.
Oh, plenty of overtime this week.
I stood and looked at him for a moment.
Mr. Dodds is still in the office. You might drop in and see if he wants anything. I think he'd be very grateful.
I will, sir. I certainly will. It'll help to pass the time, sir. I don't like to complain, but these nights pass awful slow sometimes.
Yes. Go up and see if he wants anything. Go up and see.
I walked out of the lobby and came back into the building again when the boy had gotten into the elevator. 4 flights up. I took the stairs slowly. I was in no rush. I must let the boy get out of the room first. He said the nights passed slowly. This one wouldn't, and yet there would be an eternity compressed in it. When I got to the 4th floor, I stood at the top of the stairs and watched the door to Dodd's office. The elevator was parked at the floor, so I knew the boy was in the room. A short while later, he came out, and I crouched back in the shadows until he'd gone down in the car. And then I walked into the room, not in a crouch or moving my feet so that no sound would wake the stillness, but casually, honestly. There was a small waiting room to Mr. Dodd's office. In 2 years, he had a waiting room. In 10, I had none. I felt like laughing at the symbolism of that fact.
Who's there?
I called out my name and entered his office.
Yes, what is it, Wilson?
He was still sitting down, and the iron vase was still alongside of him, very close to him. I started to talk. I don't know what about, business, things in general, I've quite forgotten. I reached across and picked up the iron vase casually, very casually. But his eyes went wild suddenly, and he jumped. And I hit him square on the top of the head with the vase. It wasn't a very good shot. I had no leverage. But he started to slump back in the chair. I hit him again, hard, and again and again. And a red streak ran across his forehead, and he lay still. I put my hand against his heart. For a moment, there was a soft beating, and then I could feel nothing. I was very calm and very warm. I was calmer than I'd ever been before. I wiped off the vase and put it back onto the desk. I ran through the papers that Dodds had been looking at until I found the one paper I was looking for. I ripped it into little bits, and I put the pieces into my pocket. Outside the building, my first act would be to scatter the pieces. I'd cover my mistake myself. I moved slowly back to the door. I wiped the doorknob and looked once around the room before I opened the door and stepped out into the waiting room. And then...
Going home, Miss Wilson?
I stood there, afraid to turn, afraid to think. I slammed the door shut behind me and stood in front of it.
Are you all right, Mr. Wilson?
I tried to talk, but the words got caught somewhere in my throat. It was the sweeper, Tom Higby, the night sweeper. I almost fainted. Everything had been set so nicely. I'd left the building. The elevator boy had come up and found Dodds in good health. Someone had stolen him later and killed him. That would be the elevator boy's story. If suspicion attached to anyone, it would be to the boy. I had left the building. But now, this.
Are you all right, Mr. Wilson?
I'm fine, Tom. A bit of a cold, that's all. Weakens one. How are the wife and kids?
Fine.
The shock was wearing off.
Mr. Dodds is in his room now, Tom, working very late tonight. You'd better, let his office go for this once.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Wilson. I could give it a quick brush, though, sir. I wouldn't disturb him none.
I stood firm in front of the door. For a moment, I wondered if he'd seen anything when I'd come out of the room. It was possible. He could have looked over my shoulder. No, he hadn't seen anything. He began to sweep the sitting room, and I stood and watched him. I couldn't let him get out of here. I'd go to the chair if he told me about being there. And I couldn't kill him, too. Oh, what a quick step it had been back to normal. I was nervous again, and I felt a sickness at the bottom of my stomach. I tried to talk, and I sounded stupid. Tom looked at me. I wouldn't have to touch him. It would be his word against mine, and I had left the building. I opened the door quickly and went back into Dodd's office. I tried to keep my eyes away from that thing at the desk. I remember that he'd kept a bottle in one of the drawers, and I took it and brought it out to the sitting room with me.
Oh, Tom, Mr. Dodds has a birthday tomorrow, and he wonders if you'll drink his health with me.
Well, I don't think you better take any tonight.
Mr. Dodds has a birthday. Sometime tomorrow he'll be a day old in the next world. Tom was famous for his liquor habits, but he hesitated.
Well, now...
I poured the drinks.
I don't think you better have...
Up with it, Tom, and down with it. And here's to Mr. Dodds.
Well, all right. Here's kindness.
He drank one. He drank another. He drank a third, and still I poured them into him. He got talkative and grew very gay, but he didn't pass out. I looked at my watch. It was almost 12:30. 1 whole hour I'd wasted with him. I could stand no more. He was drunk. Any test would show that. His story tomorrow would be listed as a drunkard's babble. I had left the building an hour ago. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. I walked behind him, and he was laughing. And I hit him as hard as I could on the back of the neck. He pitched forward off the chair onto the floor. I dragged him into Dodd's office, and I lifted him into the chair facing Dodds. I brought the bottle in from the sitting room and put it on the desk in front of Dodds. I took the iron vase and curled Tom's hands around it for the fingerprints, and I dropped it at his feet. A bottle, a fight, a killing. I was sweating. I went out into the sitting room again and almost fell to my knees. I was frightened. I had to get out of here. I got to the lobby and looked out of the shadows of the elevator. The boy was sitting on a chair outside the car, and he seemed asleep. I came out of the darkness and went quickly towards the street and began to walk rapidly. I wanted to get somewhere out of the world. Would I ever sleep again? We murderers are not supposed to, and I wanted to rest. I had a sudden idea. I went into a cafeteria and used the telephone. I called the building and got the elevator boy on the phone.
Hello there. Hello, Jim. Oh, this is Mr. Wilson, Jim. Has Mr. Dodds left yet?
The voice that answered me was sleepy, and the words were hard to make out. But I knew all the answers.
Well, listen closely, Jim. Will you tell him that the address of the place we were talking about is 144 Gray Street? Yes, yes, that's right. Oh, he'll know what I mean. Will you go up and tell him now, Jim? All right. Thanks a lot, Jim.
I was sure the sweeper would be discovered in the room with Dodds. The address was a Turkish bath. It was logical. A man working all night might want to go to a Turkish bath afterwards. Jim would walk in now, and heaven only knew what came next. The sweeper would be caught like a rat in a trap, drunk, and with a murdered man sitting across from him. I walked home through streets that crushed me in their shadows, between walls that whispered at me as I passed. I sat up in my room for hours listening to the sounds Manhattan makes in the night. And finally I fell asleep. And I sat, and I slept, and I dreamed until sunrise. I woke with a start. I was shaking like some miserable wet cur. I took a drink and tried breathing deeply. Somewhere I'd read that deep breathing killed that scared feeling. What in blazes was I frightened about? I was safe. I was completely safe. But when I left the house, I was still shaking. I walked all around the block that the building was on before I went inside. It looked like any other morning. On the floor where my office was, I saw a policeman, and then another, and then my world was surrounded by a ring of police and plainclothes men. I must watch my nerves. I must move carefully, very carefully. None of them paid any more attention to me than they did to any of the others. They assembled all of us in the president's office, and then one of them, a sharp, alert young man, began to talk.
Last night, an attempt was made on the life of one of your associates, Mr. Charles Dodds.
A murmur ran around the room. I was talking with the rest, being surprised with the rest. But what did he mean, an attempt? Dodds had been dead. Or had he...
Fortunately, however, the attack was not successful. And Mr. Dodds has supplied us with some rather unbelievable information. Information which
I tried to hold myself. I felt faint suddenly, and then something happened inside me, and I did not break. It was a trick. It was a trick, I was sure of it. The detective stared at us, running his eyes across our faces, across my face, searching, staring, and then he shrugged his shoulders.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Dodds was killed. And another man you might know also died last night. Mr. Thomas Higbee, the night sweeper.
Higby? Dead too? Again, that rustle of voices, that droning conversation that I was part of. Some of them had known Higby, liked him. I hadn't meant to kill him. Could there be some mistake? I wanted to ask one of these men, was there some mistake? I hadn't meant to kill him.
Mr. Dodds was clubbed to death. The night sweeper died of a heart attack. Nothing more is known as yet about what happened here last night. You must all consider yourselves at the disposal of the police, till you're told otherwise. Now, if you...
Blast them. Why didn't they say something? They were lying to these people. Nothing more was known. That's nonsense. Why, it was all there for them to see. It told its own story. Higby had killed Dodds. Poor, harmless little Higby had killed that big, famous executive. And now...
Mr. Wilson, will you come this way, please? Just a little routine questioning, that's all. Everybody here will have to undergo it.
I must watch myself. I must go very slowly.
Sit here, won't you, Mr. Wilson? Now, do you remember what time you left the office last night?
Yes, it was 11:30. I remember mentioning it to the elevator boy.
Uh-huh. And what time did you get home?
Oh, somewhere about 12:30, I guess. Yes, just about that time.
Is there anybody who would swear to that?
Well, the elevator boy...
Oh, I don't mean that. Is there anyone who saw you go into your house at 12:30?
I hardly think so. At that time, the streets aren't too well populated, you know, officer. And I live in a house where people mind their own business. I really don't know anybody in the house, and I doubt if anybody saw me go into it. But you can check with the elevator boy, though, as to my going home at 11:30. Because...
Yes, we have already. You weren't on the best of terms with Dodds, were you, Wilson?
Oh, I was fond of him. But I don't know what right you have to say a thing like that.
He kind of did you out of a job around here, didn't he?
Oh, he was a smart man. Mr. Dodds was an exceptionally smart man. It was not at all a disgrace to lose a position to him. When I left him last night, he was in excellent health. And if I killed a man every time I had a job taken away from me, I'd have quite a long line of victims behind me. Of course, I'm just joking, you know.
You made a phone call to him last night, didn't you?
Yes, to the elevator boy. I remember suggesting that he go to a Turkish bath after he'd finished work to sort of tone up. They're very good, you know. And I mentioned that I knew a very good one that I could recommend. And then when he asked me the name of it, I couldn't think of the address of the place. And I thought of it later, though, and I phoned the building.
Where'd you phone from?
From a little place in the neighborhood.
And about what time did you phone?
Well, it was about 12:25, I guess. I was getting a little mixed up. It couldn't have been then. I was still in the building at 12:30. They were confusing me.
You called at exactly 12:55. So you must have miscalculated the time of your arrival at home. However, that isn't important. None of us is expected to time ourselves from place to place, are we? When we find too good an alibi, we get kind of suspicious. Well, I don't think we'll have to bother you anymore, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you. He asked me to send somebody in to see him as I went out. I forget who it was. I was thinking very hard. I went into my office and sat down. So easy. Was it possible the whole thing was over? And so easily?
Hello there, Wilson. Very sad, this business. Very sad.
Good morning, Mr. Larkin.
But we must go on. Mr. Dodds would want it that way.
Yes, sir, he would.
It's a responsible job he had, Wilson. But you've been with us long enough to know that.
Yes, sir.
Do you think you can handle it?
Well, sir, yes, sir, I think I can.
Good. Get your stuff together and take over Dodd's old office. You deserve this, Wilson, and I'm sure you'll reward our confidence in you.
Well, thank you very much, sir, because I hardly expected...
On second thought, I think you'd better go into his office right away and sort of straighten out some of the things on his desk. I'll have one of the boys bring your things in later.
Very well, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir. The fat, pompous pig. Why hadn't he said those things before last night? They were all in a spot now. They needed poor, stupid Wilson. They needed me to get them out of a hole. The further the thing went, the funnier it got. Books were wrong about virtue and good counting for anything. To get ahead, you either married the boss's daughter or killed the boss. I took a pencil and a small notebook and went out into the corridor. I stood for a moment outside Dodd's office, just like last night, and then I pushed the door open, slowly. The sitting room, and then the door to the office. I opened it and walked inside. I heard the door close softly behind me, and I stood there, smelling the death in the air. And then, I saw it. I tried to yell, but I couldn't get the words out. There in front of me, sitting in the chair where I'd propped him last night, was Tom Higby, his eyes open, his expression blank and staring, and at his feet was the bottle and the vase. The same bottle, the same vase. Dodds was all that was missing. I turned and I bolted into the hall.
Higby. Oh, what's the matter, Wilson? You look like you'd seen a ghost.
In the office. In the office. Higby.
Higby? Why, Higby's dead, man. What's the matter?
Mr. Larkin. Where's Mr. Larkin?
Why, here I am, Wilson. What's the matter?
In the office. In the office.
What? Why, nothing's the matter in here.
I walked in after him. There was nothing there. Nothing. No Higby. No bottle. No vase. But I saw them. I saw them. Oh, was I going crazy? Was I beginning to go mad? I felt Larkin's pat on my shoulder. He murmured something about everybody being a little touchy, a little jumpy. And then he left. And I was alone in the room. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. I stared at the desk and at the chair. No one was there. No one could have been there. I must watch myself. What?
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Oh, not at all.
I seem to be in the wrong room. I'm Mrs. Charles Dodds.
Oh.
I'm looking for that young detective. He doesn't seem to be out here.
Well, I believe he's in the end room questioning the employees.
And I don't suppose he'll be able to see me for a little while. Do you mind if I wait here for him?
Well,
Thank you so much.
Excuse me for a second. Charlie, will you tell the detective that Mrs. Dodds is waiting for him in my new office? Oh, you've already seated yourself. I was going to suggest that perhaps this seat might... She was sitting in his chair. There was blood in that chair.
This is quite all right, thank you. Charles would have liked to see the way everybody's taking his death. Everyone is so kind to me.
Mr. Dodds was a fine man, a fine man.
You're Mr. Wilson, aren't you? He used to talk about you. Thought you were a very bright person. He seemed very fond of you. I don't know how I'll be able to go on without him.
Mrs. Dodds, you mustn't. You mustn't.
I'm sorry. He wouldn't like to see me carrying on like this, would he? We were going to buy a home in Westchester this summer. Did he ever tell you that? Yes. Just outside Yonkers. We have two lovely little ones, Toby and little Mary. He loved the New York State countryside. We talked so much about it.
On she rambled. He liked this. He didn't like that. The children, Toby and little Mary. Toby and little Mary, she was driving me crazy. Stop it, I wanted to yell. Get out of here and leave me in peace. Get out of here, you witch. Get out. Get out.
Mrs. Dodds, Detective Lewis would like to see you now.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Wilson. And goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, and get out and leave me alone. I hadn't meant to do anything like that. I hadn't wanted to do any of the things I was doing. All I wanted to do was to kill Dodds. All these other things, they weren't mine. I hadn't killed Higby. He can't haunt me. His wife can't cry at me. Heart attack. That's it. Higby died of a heart attack.
I beg your pardon, sir. Have you seen Mrs. Higby? The detective is looking for her.
How would I see her? Am I everybody's guardian? How can anybody get lost in this office?
Sorry, sir. Mrs. Higby? Mrs. Higby?
Stop it, you
Mrs.
fool.
Higby!
You howling idiot. Can't you be looked for quietly? You will drag Higby from his grave with your yelling.
Widows.
What?
You manufacture widows, don't you, Mr. Wilson? Widows and orphans. Tell me, Mr. Wilson, is it your life's work or is it just a hobby with you? Tell me, Mr. Wilson.
Who is that? Who is that talking? Do they think they can make a fool of me? The office communication. It's off.
Oh, stop it, Mr. Wilson. You'll go balmy. Oh. You've committed the perfect crime. Don't go crazy and spoil it.
No.
Perfection is instinctive with you, isn't it?
Yes.
Not a plan that you make. Spontaneous perfection.
Yes.
There aren't many could do that.
Go on. Go on. Voices can't frighten me. They deserve to die. And that's why they're dead.
Thou shalt not kill, Mr. Wilson. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill.
Not Higby. I didn't kill him. His heart stopped. Do you hear me? That's all. I didn't kill him. Now you voices stop. Do you hear me? Stop it, I command. Stop it.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wilson?
What do you mean, is there something wrong? Do you hear them too? Well, you mustn't listen. They lie. Do you hear me? They lie. Now get out. Get out. Get out. You must talk only to me. Do you understand me? Only to me. Not to these others. Don't say anything to them. Only to me. Only to me. Well, what do you want?
Well, I don't know.
You think they'll say something bad about me, don't you? So you can carry me off to jail. That's what you're waiting for, isn't it? Well, you're going to be disappointed. You see, they're quiet.
What's quiet?
Yeah, who's quiet?
You think I'm going to tell you. They won't say anything unless I tell them to, and I'm not going to tell them to say anything, not one little word. Last night you wanted to know all about last night. Well, you asked them, but they won't tell you.
Look at the expression on that face. Look at him, Lieutenant.
They were there. They saw me hit him, but they won't say anything. They were there, but they won't tell you a thing, not one little word, not a single thing.
Gibbering idiot.
Because I'm not going to let
I
them.
shouldn't have let you
They won't
monkey
say
around.
No.
We'd have gotten it out of him some other way. You and your psychology. You know, you should leave that stuff in colleges.
All I did was plant Higby in the office and route Mrs. Dodson here and talked into the ventilating system.
Yeah, those voices had me creepy, too.
Incidentally, Dodds was single.
What?
That girl's my fiancée. She's an actress.
Well, why did you tell him Higby was dead? No, maybe you better not explain. Psychology, huh? Well, what are we going to do with the confession now? We should have pinched him the moment he walked in here. Maybe I'm lucky I never went to college.
There's no use you waiting here. They won't tell you anything. They're mine, all mine. I tell them what to say.
All right, get the wagon up
Can't say
here.
a word.
I'm not going to walk this thing through the
Remember that.
streets.
I won't say a word.
Henry Wilson, it's the judgment of this court that you be sent to the Hillview Mental Home and be kept there in close confinement until such
On the voice went. I had stopped listening to voices, all but the ones that I couldn't help hearing. But I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I tell people that, and they look at me queerly. The stupid fools. The guards here have spread the lies that I have fits. Lies. Lies, I tell you. They say every night when the moon comes up, I have fits. Loud, roaring fits. Well, they lie. Because it's then that I hear the voices. I hear Dodds and his wife and Toby and little Mary. And I sit quietly and I listen to them. Do you think I can have a fit in front of them? Do you now? No, I'd be ashamed. I tell you, I'm not crazy. And they lie when they tell you that. They lie, all of them. They lie. And they're lies, 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 lies.
And so closes Statement of Employee Henry Wilson, starring Gene Lockhart. Tonight's tale of Suspense. This is the man in black who conveys to you Columbia's invitation to spend this half hour in suspense with us again next week, same time, when our two distinguished stars will be Margot and Philip Dorn. They will appear in a suspense play by John Dixon Carr entitled Cabin B-13. The producer and director of Suspense is William Spear, who with Lud Gluskin and Lucian Morowick, conductor and composer, and John Shaw, the author, collaborated on tonight's Suspense.
Suspense fans, please note that this program will shortly move to a different day of the week. Suspense will come to listeners in Eastern and Central time zones on Thursdays, beginning December 2nd, and to Mountain and Pacific time zone listeners on Mondays, beginning December the 6th. Now remember, Thursdays, beginning December the 2nd, in Eastern and Central time zones, and Mondays, beginning December 6th, in the Pacific and Mountain time zones for Suspense. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Suspense. Tonight's Suspense brings you an all-star cast of Hollywood's finest radio players in 100 in the Dark.
But first, wherever hospitality is a gracious art
and entertaining is the last word in luxury, the first name in wines is Cresta Blanca. Cresta Blanca. Cresta Blanca. Yes, that's Cresta Blanca wines, a symbol of perfect taste, of gracious living. To pay your guests a sincere compliment, distinguish your holiday dining by serving a fine Cresta Blanca California Burgundy or Sauterne. When you pour these proud Cresta Blanca wines from the finest of the vines, you enjoy the best. Shenley's Cresta Blanca Wine Company, Livermore, California.
And now, Shenley brings you radio's outstanding theater of thrills,
Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, for your enjoyment. Tonight, Roma Wines of Fresno, California, presents 100 in the Dark, a study in suspense. Produced, edited, and directed for Shenley by William Spear.
Oh, that was a fine meal indeed. Meal for the club any time.
Here. You can sit here, Queenie.
Oh, yes. If you'll just draw up that chair for Mr. Peters.
There you are, Peters. Thank you.
You all know Peters? Oh, this is Mr. Steingall.
How do you do? Glad to know you.
Mr. DeGalia.
I believe we've met.
Yes, how are you?
You know each other. And the one who drew up your chair, Mr. Rankin.
Thanks for the chair.
Well, I guess we're all acquainted.
Now, to get back to our table discussion.
Oh, yes. Oh, how about some coffee? All of us, eh? Oh, fine. Oh, John. Well, now, Steingall, as I said, there are only half a dozen stories in the world. What is more to the point, there's every...
Yes, sir?
Yeah? Oh, yes, coffee, John. Anything else, anybody?
No, nothing.
I don't think I care for it. Yes.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Human relations are so simple and yet so fundamental that they can be eternally played upon, redressed and reinterpreted in every language, in every age. They remain inexhaustible in the possibility of variation.
Well, that's true, of course.
Yeah, well, that's very possible.
Well, now,
But you...
take the eternal triangle. 2 men and a woman, or 2 women and a man. Its variations extend into the 1,000. That right, Rankin?
Well, in a way, yes. But
Oh, yes, coffee. Yes, just set them right down.
I'm afraid we can't see eye to eye, Queenie. Now, I believe there are situations, original situations, that are independent of your human emotions. They exist just because they are situations. Accidental and nothing else.
Now, as for instance.
Well, I'll cite just an ordinary one that happens to come to my mind.
Well?
Now, you take in a group of 5 men, such as we are here. A theft takes place.
A theft?
One man is the thief. Which one?
Now,
I'd like to know what emotion that interprets. And yet it certainly is an original theme. It's at the bottom of a whole literature.
Detective story.
I could answer that
Certainly.
the situation you give can be traced back to the commonest of human emotions, curiosity.
I think Winnie has you there, Rankin.
Yes. Why, the whole art of a detective story consists in the statement of the problem. Why, anyone can do it. I can do it. Steingall can do it.
Well,
Rankin, I believe even you can do it.
Thank you.
The solution doesn't count. It's usually banal. It should be prohibited. What interests us is, can we guess it?
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Now, every crime expresses itself in the terms of the picture puzzle that you feed to your 6-year-old. It's only the variation that is interesting. You know, the well-known instance of the visitor at a club and the rare coin, for example. Of course, you all know that.
No, I don't.
It's very well known. Seems a distinguished visitor is brought into a club. Dozen men, say, present at dinner, long table. Conversation finally veers around to curiosities and relics. One of the members then takes from his pocket what he announces as one of the rarest coins in existence. Passes it around the table. Coin travels back and forth. Everyone examines it. And the conversation goes to another topic. Say, the influence of the automobile on civilian life, or some other such intellectual club topic, you know. All at once, the owner calls for his coin.
And it's nowhere to be found.
Yes, precisely. Everyone looks at everyone else. First, they suspect a joke. Then it becomes serious. The coin is immensely valuable. Now, who has taken it? The owner, as a gentleman, does the correct idiotic thing, of course, laughs. Says he knows someone is playing a practical joke on him, and that the coin will be returned tomorrow. Now, the others refuse to leave the situation so. One man proposes they all submit to a search. Everyone gives his consent until it comes to the stranger. I refuse to allow my person to be searched, says he. He's very firm, very proud, very English. and I refuse to give the reason for my action. Well, there's another silence. The men eye him and then glance at one another. Now, what's to be done? Nothing. Oh, nothing. There is etiquette, that magnificent inflated balloon. The visitor evidently has the coin. He is their guest, and etiquette protects him. Now, nice situation, eh? Well, the table is clear. A waiter removes a dish of fruit, and there, under the ledge of the plate, where it had been pushed, is the coin.
Yeah, well, I heard
yes,
the
yes,
difference.
of course, banal
No,
explanation. I know. Solutions always should be. At once, everyone is profuse with apologies. Whereupon the visitor rises and says, "Now, I can give you the reason for my refusal to be searched. There are only 2 known specimens of the coin in existence, and the second happens to be here in my vest pocket." Of course, the story is very well invented, but the turn to it is very nice indeed.
Well, I knew that story, but the ending, though, is too obvious to be invented.
So?
The visitor should have had on him not another coin, but something absolutely different. Something, destructive, say, to a woman's reputation.
Oh, dear.
And a great tragedy should have been threatened with a casual misplacing of the coin.
Well, I've heard the same story told in a dozen different ways. Oh, it's happened 100 times. It must be continually happening.
I know one extraordinary instance. In fact, the most extraordinary instance of this sort I've ever heard.
Why, Peters, you rascal. I see you've quietly been letting us dress the stage for you.
Well, it's not a story that'll please everyone.
Oh, why not?
Because you'll want to know what no one can ever know.
It has no conclusion, then, huh?
Yes and no. As far as it concerns a woman, however, quite the most remarkable woman I've ever met, the story is complete.
Ah, it concerns a woman.
A woman.
And a crime. A crime of thievery, such as we've been discussing.
A crime of thievery, yes. Quite a story. I think, yes, I have just time before I catch my train to tell it to you.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you 100 in the Dark. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, selected for better taste from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines. Next week, Americans everywhere will celebrate Thanksgiving, and in millions of homes, families, and friends will give a toast of thankfulness with better tasting Roma California wines. That's because Roma wines are America's favorite wines for festive occasions as well as everyday enjoyment. No matter what you're planning for Thanksgiving dinner, there's a fine Roma wine to make every morsel a taste delight. Glorify the flavor of your turkey with golden-hued, delicate Roma Sauterne. Or if you're having meat, enjoy robust, full-bodied Roma Burgundy, the perfect flavor mate of your favorite roast. That's why more Americans enjoy Roma wines, that's R-O-M-A, Roma wines, than any other wines. And now, Roma Wines bring us back to the Artists and Writers Club, where 5 club members regaling themselves over after-dinner coffee are settling down to hear a story told by a guest, a certain Mr. Peters. His is a narrative well calculated to keep his listeners in suspense.
Quinny, before I start, I wonder what you asked John, I believe is his name.
Yes. John.
Yes, gentlemen?
John, I have a train to catch. Would you be good enough to get me out of here in exactly 15 minutes?
In 15 minutes, sir.
Thank you.
Well, you have our attention, Peters.
It concerns a woman. Do I know the woman?
Possibly. Probably, I should say, but no more than anyone else.
Ah, an actress.
What she's been in the past, I don't know. Promoter would better describe her. A very feminine woman, and yet, as you shall see, with an unusual, instantaneous masculine power of decision.
Peters, you're destroying your story. Your preface will bring an anticlimax.
You shall be the judge. Of course, it should be particularly interesting to you, because I believe most of you are acquainted with the people involved. The names I shall use, of course, are disguises. Mrs. Rita Kildare inhabited a charming bachelor girl studio, very elegant of the duplex pattern, in one of the buildings just off Central Park West. She knew pretty nearly everyone in that indescribable society in New York that is drawn from all levels, that imposes but one condition for membership, and that is to be amusing.
Good phrase, that, Reeves. Good phrase.
She had a certain amount of money. She knew a certain number of men in Wall Street affairs, and her studio was furnished with taste and even distinction. She was of any age. She might have suffered everything or nothing at all. In this mingled society, her invitations were eagerly sought, her dinners were spontaneous, and the discussions, though gay and usually daring, were invariably under the control of wit and good taste. On the Sunday night of this adventure, she had, according to her invariable custom, sent away her Filipino butler and invited to an informal chafing dish supper 7 of her more congenial friends. At 7 o'clock, having finished dressing, she put in order her bedroom, which formed a sort of free passage between the studio and a small dining room with a kitchen beyond. Then, going into the studio, she struck a match and was about to light the candlesticks which illuminated the room, when the bell rang, and a Mr. Flanders, a broker, in fact, nervously alive, well-groomed, was waiting as she opened the door.
Well, you're early.
On the contrary, dear lady, you are late.
Well, in any case, hello, and come on inside. Here, let me take your things.
Thank you. I'm the first, I suppose.
Of course. And since you are, you can be a good boy and help me light the candles.
Delighted. Who's to be here tonight?
The Enos Jacksons.
Oh, I thought they were separated.
Not yet.
How interesting. Only you, dear lady, would dream of serving us a couple on the verge.
Well, it is interesting, isn't it?
Assuredly. Where did you know the Jacksons?
Through the Warings. Jackson's a rather doubtful person, isn't he?
Oh, let's call him a very sharp lawyer.
Oh?
They tell me, though, he's been gambling pretty much in deep.
Oh, how about yourself?
Who, me? I'm a bachelor, and if I lose my shirt, it makes no difference.
Oh, is that possible?
Probable, even. Who else is coming?
Oh, Maud Lyle. You know her.
No, I don't think so.
You do, too. You met her here some time ago, a journalist.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten.
Mr. Harris, a clubman, is coming. And the Stanley Cheevers.
The Stanley Cheevers?
Uh-huh.
Are we going to gamble?
Well, don't tell me you object.
Oh, certainly not. Only the Cheevers, they play quite a game. Well united, and they have an unusual streak of good luck. Say, by the way, it's Jackson, isn't it, who's so attractive to Mrs. Cheevers?
Quite right.
Well, what a charming party.
Mm-hmm.
And where does Maud Lyle come in?
Oh, don't joke. She's in a desperate way.
And young Harris?
Oh, he used to make the salad and cream the chicken.
I see the whole party. I, of course, am to add the element of respectability.
Of what?
I apologize.
That's better.
No one, of course, knows who's coming.
No one, of course.
The Stanley Cheevers entered, a short, fat man with a vacant, fat face and a slow-moving eye, and his wife, voluble, nervous, overdressed, and pretty. Mr. Harris came with Maud Lyle, a woman, straight, dark, Indian, with great masses of somber hair, held in a little too loosely for neatness, with thick, quick lips and eyes that bowled away from the person who was talking to her.
I'm sorry we're late.
The Enos Jacksons were late and still agitated as they entered. His forehead had not quite banished the scowl, nor her eyes the scorn. He was of the type that never lost his temper but caused others to lose theirs. Mrs. Jackson seemed fastened to her husband by an invisible leash, who looked at her curiously and wondered what such a nature would do in a crisis, with a lurking sense of a woman who carried with her own impending tragedy. As soon as the company had been completed and the incongruity of the selection had been perceived, a smile of malicious anticipation ran the rounds, which the hostess cut short.
Well, now everyone is here. This is the order of the night. You can quarrel all you want. You can whisper all the gossip you can think of about one another. But everyone is to be amusing. Also, everyone is to help with the dinner, if you please. Nothing formal and nothing serious. We may all be bankrupt tomorrow, divorced, or dead. But tonight we'll be gay. That is the invariable rule of this house. Now, me for the cooking apron. Harris, you're to go into the kitchen and bring in the hors d'oeuvres.
Right you are.
May I be of any help? Oh, thank you, Maud, darling, of course. Mrs. Cheever, you might come along, too. There, now. Oh, darling, please tie me up and back, will you? Oh, yes. There you are. Fine, thank you. Now, to get these rings off. Soap and water always seems to do it. Oh. There. There we are.
Rings are so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. They're very nice. But there's only one that's very valuable. The sapphire. It's beautiful.
Oh, let me see. Oh, it must be very valuable.
Mm-hmm. It cost $10,000 6 years ago. It's been my talisman ever since. For the moment, however, I am cook.
Wait, are you going to leave the rings out like that?
Of course, silly.
Temptation, you know.
Oh. Now I am the cook. Maud Lyle, you are scullery maid. Harris is the chef, and we're all under his orders. Mrs. Cheever, did you ever peel onions?
Good heavens, no.
There are no onions to peel. All you have to do is help set the table.
Well...
Under their hostess's gay guidance, the 7 guests began to circulate busily through the rooms, laying the table, grouping the chairs, arranging the flowers, and preparing the material for the chafing dishes. Mrs. Kildare in the kitchen ransacked the icebox and with her own hands shredded the chicken and measured the cream.
Flanders? Oh, please. Flanders, here,
Yes?
carry this in carefully. Now, don't...
I've got it with my life.
Good boy. Oh, Cheever, stop watching your wife and put that salad bowl on the table. Everything ready, Harris?
All set.
Good. All right now. Everyone sit down. I'll be right in.
She went into her bedroom, took off her apron, and hung it in the closet. Then, going to her dressing table, she drew the hat pin around which were her rings from the pincushion and carelessly slipped them on her fingers. All at once, she frowned and looked quickly at her hand. Only 2 rings were there. The 3rd ring, the sapphire, was missing. She returned to her dressing table. Immediately, she stopped. She remembered quite clearly putting the hat pin through the 3 rings. She made no attempt to search further, but remained without moving, her fingers slowly drumming on the table, her head to one side, her lips drawn in a little between her teeth, listening with a frown to the babble from the outer room. Who had taken the ring? Each of her guests had had a dozen opportunities in the course of the time that she'd been busy in the kitchen.
Too much time before the mirror, Tilly dear.
Well, it's not Flanders.
Then she reconsidered.
Well, why not? He's clever. Oh, I've got to think.
To gain time, she walked back slowly to the kitchen, her head bowed in thought, her thumb between her teeth.
Who has taken it?
She ran over the characters of her guests and their situations as she knew them. Strangely enough, at each her mind stopped upon some reason that might explain a sudden temptation.
Well, I'll find out nothing this way. That's not the important thing to me just now. The important thing is to get that ring back.
And slowly, deliberately, she began to walk back and forth, her clenched hand beating the deliberate, rhythmic measure of her journey. 5 minutes later, Harris, installed as chef over the chafing dish, was giving directions, spoon in the air. Mrs. Kildare came into the room like a lengthening shadow. Her entrance had been made with scarcely a perceptible sound, and yet each guest was aware of it at the same moment, with a little nervous start.
Oh, heavens, dear lady. You came in on us like a Greek tragedy. What is it you have for us? A surprise?
I have something to say to you.
Huh?
Mr. Enos Jackson,
Yes, Mrs. Kildare.
kindly do as I ask you.
Why, sir.
Go to the door.
Go to the door.
Please.
Yes?
Lock it and bring me the key, please.
Some kind of a game.
There you are.
Thank you. And now the bedroom door. Would you do the same?
Of course.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. Mr. Cheever,
Yes?
would you blow out all the candles except the candelabrum on the table?
Blow out all the candles?
Except the candelabrum.
For goodness sakes, Mrs. Kildare, what is it? I'm getting terribly worked up. My nerves...
Maud Lyle.
Yes?
Put the candelabrum on this table. Here. No, wait a minute. Mr. Jackson.
Yes?
First, clear off the table, please. I want nothing on it. That's it. Now, please, put down the candelabrum.
Well, that's the last candle.
All right. Now listen. My sapphire ring has just been stolen.
Oh, you're joking.
What do you mean, Mrs.
The ring has been taken within the last 20 minutes. I'm not going to mince words. The ring has been taken, and the thief is among you.
Stolen? But, Mrs. Kildare, is it possible?
Absolutely, Mrs. Cheever. There's not the slightest doubt. 3 of you were in my bedroom when I placed my rings on the pincushion. Each of you has passed through there a dozen times since. My sapphire ring is gone, and one of you has taken it.
I don't know. Oh, that's quite true. I was in the room when she took them off. The sapphire ring was on top.
Now listen. I'm not going to mince words. I'm not going to stand on ceremony. I'm going to have that ring back.
Now, dear lady.
Listen to me. I'm going to have that ring back, and until I do, not a soul shall leave this room. I don't care who's taken it. All I want is my ring. Now, I'm going to make it possible for whoever took it to restore it without possibility of detection. The doors are locked, and they'll stay locked. I am going to blow out the remaining candles in the candelabrum, and I am going to count to 100 slowly. You'll be in absolute darkness. No one will know or see what is done. But if at the end of that time the ring is not here on this table, I shall telephone the police and have everyone in this room searched. Am I quite clear?
I just can't believe that.
Everyone take his place about the table, please. That's
Excuse
it.
me, please.
That will do very nicely. Now, I will blow out the candles and count 100. No more, no less. Remember, either I get that ring, or everyone in this room will be searched. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Mr. Cheever, you may give it to me. Well, now that that's over, we can have a very gay little supper. Harris, will you please help me light these candles?
And, there you are, gentlemen.
Well, I say, Peters, old boy, that's not all.
Absolutely.
The story ends there?
The story ends there.
But who took the ring?
Uh-huh.
What, it was never found out?
Never?
No clues?
None.
I'm not sure I like the story. It's no story at all.
Oh, permit me, it is a story, and it is complete. In fact, I consider it unique, because it has none of the banalities of a solution. Leaves the problem even more confused than at the start.
Well, I don't see.
Of course you don't, my dear Rankin. You do not see that any solution would be commonplace, whereas no solution leaves a true intellectual problem.
How so?
Well, in the first place, whether the situation actually happened or not, which is in itself a mere triviality, Peters has told it in a masterly way, the proof of which is that he's made me listen. Let's observe. Now, each person present might have taken the ring. Flanders, a broker, just come a cropper. Maud Lyle, a woman on the ragged side of life, in desperate means. Either Mr. and Mrs. Cheever, suspected of being card sharps, and a very good touch that, too, Peters. Mr. Enos Jackson, a sharp lawyer, or his wife, about to be divorced. Even Harris, concerning whom very cleverly Peters has said absolutely nothing, to make him quite the most suspicious of all. There are, therefore, 7 solutions, all possible, all logical. But beyond this is left a great intellectual problem.
How so?
Was it a feminine or a masculine action to restore the ring when threatened with a search, knowing that Mrs. Kildare's clever expedient of throwing the room into darkness made detection impossible? Or was it a woman who lacked the necessary courage to continue, or was it a man who repented his first impulse? Is a man or is a woman the greater natural criminal?
That's simple, Quinny. A woman took it, of course.
Oh, on the contrary, it was a man. For the first action was more difficult than the first. Man, certainly. The restoration of the ring was a logical decision.
Well, I recognize most of those characters, Peters. Mrs. Kildare, of course, is all you say of her. Extraordinary woman. The story is quite characteristic of her. Flanders, I'm not quite sure of, but I think I know him, too.
I'm positive I do. Did it really happen?
Exactly as I've told it.
The only one I don't recognize is Harris.
Your humble servant.
What? You, Peters? You were there?
I was there.
Pardon me, gentlemen.
Oh, yes, what is it, John?
Mr. Peters, sir, your train. You told me to remind you.
Oh, yes, thank you. I didn't notice so late. Will you gentlemen pardon me?
Yes, of course, Peters.
Nice to have met you all.
Curious chap.
Extraordinary.
Now, I wonder.
I wonder if we're wondering the same thing, gentlemen.
Suspense.
And so closes 100 in the Dark. Peters was played by Howard Duff, and the other club members were Joseph Kearns, Frank Albertson, John McIntyre, Dick Ryan, and Horace Willard. Teresa Marshall was Rita Kildare, and at her party were Jeanette Nolan, Wally Mayer, Mary Jane Croft, Jerry Hausner, and Grace Gillern. Tonight's study in Suspense, presented by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, America's favorite wines. If you could see how Roma California wines are grown, you'd understand why they are America's favorite wines. First, you'd see how Roma selects and presses only the choicest grapes. Then how Roma master vintners with ancient skills and unmatched wine-making resources guide this luscious grape goodness unhurriedly to tempting perfection. Finally, these better-tasting Roma wines are placed with other mellow Roma wines to await later selection for your enjoyment from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines. This is Truman Bradley with a suggestion for making your Thanksgiving dinner even more enjoyable. Top off the meal with glasses of fruity Roma Port. Roma Port is a truly distinguished entertainment wine. Ruby red, full-bodied, clear as a bell. Be sure to ask for Roma. That's R-O-M-A. Roma Wines, America's largest selling wines. Thank you.
Tonight's Suspense radio play was adapted by Jack Fink. Short story by Owen Johnson. Suspense. Produced and directed by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
From Hollywood by tape, Suspense. Tonight marks two auspicious occasions on radio's outstanding theater of thrills. Tonight, Suspense begins its 15th season on the air. Tonight, Suspense welcomes as its producer-director the distinguished master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Robeson.
Good evening. On this first program of our new series,
we are proud to bring you Miss Patty McCormick, the young star of the Warner Brothers picture The Bad Seed, in a play written especially for her by Peggy Chandler. Other stars will follow her in a succession of chilling tales of suspense. Next week, Reed Hadley in Red Cloud Mesa, based upon the recent Collier's magazine story, Where the Warriors Crossed. Then, Charles Dickens' immortal story of terror, The Signalman, starring Miss Sarah Churchill. This is the shape of things to come in the weeks to come. We invite your apprehensive listening. We promise never to relax our efforts to chill your blood and fill your sleeping hours with dreams of horror. We shall begin now with Patty McCormick in The Doll, a play well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Tomorrow's my birthday, but I don't think my father remembers. He didn't ask me what I wanted for a present, like he always used to, before Paula came to live at our house. When people forget your birthday, even if it's your father, I guess that means they don't like you so much anymore.
Valerie, it's your bedtime.
Just 5 minutes more, Paula. Daddy, may I please?
When it comes to bedtime, Val, Paula's the boss.
But on special nights, I'm always allowed.
Is this a special night?
Well, sort of. Tomorrow.
That'll be enough stalling.
I'm not stalling.
Val, you mustn't shout at Paula. Now apologize.
Forget it, George. The child's tired.
I'm not.
Valerie.
I'm sorry, Paula. I apologize.
That's better. Now tell me, what's so special about tonight?
Don't you know what? Honor bright, don't you?
Well, let's see. It's not Christmas Eve or the 4th of July or the first day of school or...
Oh, I know what she's talking about, George. Her birthday. It's tomorrow.
Oh, Val, I'm sorry, baby. I guess I forgot. Oh, but I've had a lot of things on my mind lately. Things at the office. And...
Valerie, don't look at your father that way. He said he was sorry.
Oh, it's okay, Daddy. I guess I'm too big to care about birthdays anymore.
Well, then I guess you don't want the present I got for you.
Paula, you're wonderful.
So they tell me.
See, Val, your birthday wasn't forgotten after all. Paula remembered.
Thank you very much, Paula.
Don't you want to see your present?
Not till tomorrow. We never open presents ahead of time, Daddy and me. Good night, Paula.
Good night, dear.
Good night, Daddy.
I know I don't deserve it, but I'd sure like a kiss.
Okay. Good night.
Thanks for remembering, darling. If you hadn't, we'd have had a family crisis on our hands. The poor little kid.
Credit my little black book. Right after the wedding, I listed all dates, the forgetting of which would cause crises.
You're either a witch or a wonder, and I don't care to find out which. And no pun intended.
Come on, darling. It's our bedtime, too.
It's not polite to listen when people are having a private conversation, so I ran upstairs and crawled into bed quick and pulled the covers over my head. It took me a long time to fall asleep. What I kept thinking about was that maybe my father would figure out some way to get me his own present by morning. Now it's tomorrow, and I've been waiting downstairs an awfully long time. I always have to wait an awfully long time before they get up on Sundays.
Good morning, Val.
Happy birthday. Here's your present.
Thank you.
And 7 kisses for 7 years. Mm-hmm.
Well, aren't you going to open it?
All right.
What a beautiful doll.
And she has real blonde hair. See?
Same as my mother's. That's what color her hair was. Blonde.
Now, baby, let's not talk about that.
What are you going to name your new doll?
Henny, like my mother.
But, Val, that makes 2 teddy bears, 3 dolls, and a jack-in-the-box, all named Henny. Wouldn't it be easier to keep them straight if you gave her a different name?
How about Patricia? That's a pretty name.
Her name's Henny.
Well, I guess that settles that. Let me have her a minute, Valerie.
I want to show you her gadget.
I don't want it to have a gadget.
Oh, you'll have fun with this one.
Give Paula the doll, Val.
Now, let's see. Oh, here it is. Right in the middle of her back, under her dress. Now, you just wind the key up, like this.
Does it hurt her?
Of course not.
But just remember to wind her up carefully so you won't break the spring. Here. Now, listen.
What is it?
It's her heart beating. Isn't that fun?
She's like a real live person.
Here, Val, hold her.
What happens if it stops?
Nothing. You just wind her up again.
Oh. Daddy?
Yes?
Why didn't you wind my mother up again?
Well, Val, it's not quite the same with people as it is with dolls.
If you wound her up, her heart wouldn't have stopped. And she wouldn't be dead.
But Val...
Did you want her to get dead? So you and Paula could get...
That's enough. You can't wind people up again, and that's all there is to it.
You could if you really wanted to.
No, Val. Not even if you wanted to very, very much.
I don't believe you.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm starving. How about some breakfast?
I'm for that. Come on, Val. You can help flip the pancakes.
I don't want to.
Well, I'll call you when everything's ready, Val. Come on, George.
I'll take care of you, Henny. I won't ever let you get dead, I promise.
What's the matter with the hotcakes, Val? Don't you like them?
Yes?
Then why aren't you eating them?
I'm not hungry.
Val, that racket makes me nervous.
It's not a racket, it's Henny's heart.
All right. But why don't you put the doll in the other room?
Her name's Henny.
All right. Why don't you take Henny into the living room until we finish breakfast?
Because I promised her I'd never leave her alone. Not ever, ever.
Oh, this is going to be jolly.
I don't care. And I'm not going to leave her alone. Then her heart will stop, and then she'll be dead. Just like
That's enough, Valerie. Now take the doll into the living room.
No.
Very well, then go to your room.
George, what's the point in making a scene? Now let us stay. There's a whole pile of hotcakes going begging. Here.
Daddy.
Thank you.
May I please be excused?
Not until you've finished your breakfast.
I can't. I'm not hungry.
Then go. And take that thing with you.
I took Henny to my secret place, down at the end of the garden where the big, cool vines make a little house that's all hidden from everyone. No one knows about it except me, and now Henny. Every time her heart starts to slow down, I wind her up again, but very carefully so I won't break the spring. It's funny how I feel about Henny and my mother, and about Henny and me. It's sort of like, if she stops, I'll stop too. It's funny to feel this way. Scary.
Believe me, darling, I can appreciate how
Oh, here comes Paul and my father. I have to be very quiet now so they won't find out about my secret place.
Why not wait till tonight? She'll have to go to sleep sooner or later. When she wakes up, the doll can be just one more ash in the incinerator.
I'll never let them do that to you, Henny. Never, I promise. We'll run away. And I'll never go to sleep. We'll run away and hide in the woods.
Who's there?
Don't be scared, Henny. He's just fishing. He won't hurt us. I don't think he will.
I said, who's there?
It's only us, Henny and me.
Well, come on out and let me take a look at you.
See? We were just out for a walk and
And you decided to come around and scare all the fish, huh?
we didn't mean to.
What's making that noise?
Henny, it's her heart. I have to keep her wound up all the time, forever, so she won't get dead.
Well, you're a funny kid, aren't you?
I don't know.
Well, I like funny kids. I was one myself. Big ears, pigeon toes, freckles, you know, the works.
I have braces on my teeth, too. See?
Hey, that's mighty important looking.
Do you really think so?
You bet.
I never thought of them as being important. Can we watch you fish?
Sure, if you're quiet.
Okay.
Sleepy?
A little bit, I guess.
Well, why don't you stretch out there and catch 40 winks?
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Why not?
Well, I told you I have to keep Penny wound up.
I'll tell you what. I'll take care of her while you're asleep.
Well, it would be good to take a nap. I've got a hard day ahead of me, but...
Well, you go ahead. I'll watch her.
Honor bright?
Honor bright.
All right. See, the key's right here in the middle of her back. And you have to be sure to wind her up before she stops. And you have to do it very carefully, so as not to break the spring.
There's an awful lot of instructions, but I think I can manage.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, this is nice, soft grass. It feels good.
Shh, the fish. Go to sleep.
Okay.
You are listening to Miss Patty McCormick in The Doll. Tonight's presentation on radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Henny! Henny! Oh, don't worry, Henny. Everything's going to be all right. I won't let you get dead.
Hey, look what I just caught. Big mouth bass. I bet it weighs 5 pounds easy.
You broke your promise.
What's the matter?
She almost died. And you said honor bright.
Gee, I'm sorry. I didn't think she'd run down so soon. I got this bike, see? And... Hey, where are you going?
I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know any place that would be safe for Henny and me, where I could keep her from dying. So I just held her and kept winding her up and walking around for an awfully long time. And now it's starting to rain, and that makes everything worse, because when it rains, it thunders and lightnings. It wouldn't be so bad to be home in bed with Henny and pull all the covers up over our heads. And I wish I'd eaten breakfast, because now I wouldn't be so hungry.
Popcorn! Hot butter popcorn!
Maybe I can get some popcorn from that popcorn man.
Take your popcorn.
Want some popcorn, Henny?
Popcorn!
Only thing is, I don't like his monkey. He looks kind of mean. He jumps around so quick.
Hot butter popcorn! Want some popcorn, little girl?
How much does it cost?
10 cents, 1 cent die.
I only have a nickel.
Oh, too bad.
But we're awfully hungry.
So it's a monkey, so it costs 10 cents a bag of popcorn.
Can I buy a half a bag?
What kind of noise is that?
It's my doll's heart. Her name's Henny. What's your monkey's name?
He got no name.
Doesn't he get lonely without a name?
I tell you what, I swap you a bag of popcorn for your baby doll with a heart. Fair enough, eh?
No, you can't have her.
Monkey like her. You like her yellow hair. You see, he wanted her.
No, make him stop.
You better give it to him. He like her hair. He watch out, he bite you.
Make him go away. Please make him let go.
The monkey, the baby doll.
Please make him let go. I guess the thunder scared the monkey, too, because he let go of Henny's hair, and we got away and started running through the rain. I didn't know where to go or what to do. And then I remembered Chris. He'll help me. He's my best friend. Chris, open the window.
Hi, Valerie. What's the matter?
Come on out and I'll tell you.
I'm not allowed. My mother says it's going to rain again.
Oh, please, Chris, please.
I can't.
But you have to. It's the most important thing in the whole world. And you have to help me.
Your father's looking for you.
Oh, Chris, then I really have to run away.
Where to?
I don't know yet. Come with me, please.
What for?
To help with Henny. This is Henny,
She's pretty.
like my mother. You could take care of her when I go to sleep. Then you could go to sleep and I'd watch her. It would be like playing house. And then she'll never die. Please.
I can't. Your father called the police from our house.
He did?
I guess they're out looking for you with sirens and badges and everything.
Oh, but I didn't do anything wrong, Chris. Why did he have to call the police?
I don't know. I have to go now, Val.
Oh, no, Chris, please, no.
Your father told me you were missing and all about how you look and what you're wearing.
What do they do to us if they catch us? Will they send us to jail? Will they, Chris?
No, they'll just make you go home, that's all.
But I can't go home. They'll put Henny in the incinerator. Paula said so. I heard her.
So what? She's just a doll.
No, she's not. She's Henny. And if she dies, something will happen to me. I know it.
What are you talking about, Valerie?
Oh, Chris, help me, please.
I can't. And anyway, I don't want to run away.
Chris, get me a big box. Big enough to put Henny in. And lend me a pair of your jeans and a jacket. I'll put them on in the garage, and they won't recognize me, and we'll be safe.
Sounds like a cuckoo head idea to me, but... Well, okay.
Just get them and throw them out the window. And you won't tell anybody you saw me, will you, Chris?
No. Not unless they make me.
I sneaked into the garage and put on Chris's clothes and fixed Henny up in the box as fast as I could. Then we started running away. It wasn't raining anymore, but it was getting pretty dark, and I was scared. And all of a sudden, I bumped right into somebody.
Hey!
It was a policeman.
What's the big idea?
Well, I'm very sorry about bumping into you. I mean,
Look where you're going.
well, I know I'm sorry.
Shouldn't you be home having your supper?
Well, no. I mean,
What's your name?
Henrietta.
Henrietta what?
Christopher.
Henrietta Christopher. That's a pretty name.
Thank you.
Now, what have you got in that box?
Well, see, that's why I'm not supposed to be home having my supper. Because there's a picnic luncheon here, and I'm taking it over to my friend's house. And we're going to eat it there.
How about a sample?
Oh, I don't think you'd care for it. It's just plain old peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches on whole wheat bread.
You must have an awful lot of them in there. Pretty big box.
Oh, my friend and I, we just love them.
Well, run along now. Have yourselves a ball.
It got darker and darker, and I didn't know where to go or what to do. I couldn't keep walking around because maybe the next policeman might look into the box and see Henny. And it was very hard finding hiding places to stop and wind her up. I had to go someplace that somebody in the whole world didn't know about except me. Then I could sit down and hold Henny in my lap and take care of her, and we'd be together forever and ever. So I decided my secret place down at the end of the garden would be the best place. That's where we are now, just Henny and me alone. The light in my father's room just went out. It's awfully dark, because there isn't even any moonlight, and all the noises of the night sound funny and close. Not like when you're asleep in bed, and you can hear the clock on the dresser. Ticking. Ticking. Tock. Tick. Tock. Tick. Tock. Tock. Tick. Tick. Tock. Henny! No, you're not dead. You're not. Oh, I'm winding you up just as fast as I can, Henny dear. Then you'll be alive again. Oh, please, please. I broke it. I broke your heart, Henny. Oh, I didn't mean to. Please, oh, please, don't stay dead. Don't stay dead like my mother did. Oh, Henny!
I'm afraid it is a heart attack. A fatal one, Doctor. It's too soon to tell.
Well, of course, Doctor, we've had to be prepared for something like this, knowing that she inherited the condition from her mother.
Yes, of course. The doll brought it on.
What do you mean?
Surely you must realize it was an ill-chosen gift.
Why, it never occurred to me, Doctor. It didn't, George. Really, it didn't. I had no idea. It was just a silly little doll with a gadget. A different gadget from most dolls. George. George.
Suspense, in which Miss Patty McCormick starred in The Doll by Peggy Chandler. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with another play well calculated to keep you in suspense. Suspense is produced, directed, and taped in Hollywood by William N. Robeson. The special score for tonight's play was composed and conducted by Lynn Murray. Featured in the cast were Richard Beals, Mary Jane Croft, Shepard Menken, Dick LeGrand, and Louis Van Ruten.
Brought to you by RadioClassics.com. All copyrights are the property of their respective owners.